Hi everyone. So today we'll be discussing whenever you pull data from various sources, there is one common scenario. You might get some duplicate data. So as part of today's session, we'll be discussing how to handle duplicate data whenever you get it from source. So we'll be discussing a way to clean the duplicate data. So mostly three different types of approach to clean the duplicate data. So let me get some sample data and then we'll go through that. So yeah, so if you see here, this is sample data. So what it contains is player name, country for which they are playing, and IPL team, and last played. So if you see Virat Kohli, okay, last played for RCB for India, and this is a date when he played for the last time for that particular club. Same for Rohit Sharma. Same for if you see for Dhoni, total there is two different entry because of the reason he has played for two different club. One is RPS and one is CSK. Same for Pat Cummins. Earlier he was in KKR and now he's playing for SRH. So last played in the sense, okay, for KKR he played his last match on 29 March 2016. So yeah, this is my raw data, and now we'll be getting the final output after doing some sort of cleanup. So in the first question, if you see, display the list of the player playing in IP along with their countries. So now we have to get the player name and their country. We don't need IPL team and all. So now let's suppose if you pull the data from here, okay, Virat Kohli will be fine because there is only one entry. For Rohit Sharma, when you pull the data, it's okay. But for Dhoni, when you pull, it might give you duplicate data because he has played for two different IPL teams. So yeah, let's see how we can handle that level of duplicate data. So I'll query this data frame. This is the first data frame, the actual source data. And this is a new data frame which I'll be creating to hold the required data set. So if you see here, from the source data, I'm pulling player name and country. And let me run this. So yeah, so it's having total 6 records. So 6 record is coming here. And what I need is, I need only player name and their country for which they have played. So in this case, if you see, for Dhoni, we are getting two different records. Now we have to handle this duplicate data. How we are going to handle? So we don't want to maintain two different records for Dhoni because we don't need IPL team because he has played for two different IPL teams. But at country level, he has played only for India. So let's see how we can handle. So simply what you can do is, let me go to next shell. So this is one DF. Let's copy this. So there's one Python function under Pandas library which says drop duplicate. So the moment you run this drop duplicate, it will just go and do the distinct of all the columns in that particular data frame. So in this data frame, if you see, we have two different columns. So it will simply do the distinct of all the columns. So if you see here, now we got the desired output. So for each player, we have one record. So this is a simple way of handling duplicate data. When you pull the data from source, and let's suppose it has 4 columns, and for few of the columns, you might end up getting multiple record. So the moment you do drop duplicate, it will just do the distinct of that particular data frame. Now let me go to the next scenario. Display list of the player playing in IPL along with their countries and one of the IPL teams. Okay, so in this, what we need country, and also we need their IPL team. So okay, so let's suppose for Dhoni, he has played for two different IPL teams, but here they are saying we need only one of the IPL team. We don't want both. We need just one of them. So let's go and read the data again. So along with player name country, I'll be needing IPL teams as well. Let's run. So now if you see for Dhoni, we are able to see two different record. So now what we need one of the IPL teams. So it's not, they have not mentioned which IPL team, the latest one or the first one. Randomly, you can go and pick one of them. So let's copy the same query, what we ran earlier. And here inside drop duplicates, what we'll do, we'll pass the column name for which we want to do the player name. Because if we just pass drop duplicate, let me run this. If we just pass drop duplicate, it is having 3 different columns. So it is trying to find the combination of distinct value based on 3 different columns. So now for Dhoni, if you say, okay, yeah, player name and country is okay. So last time we needed only player name and country. So that worked. But here we need IPL team as well. And now IPL team is two different IPL team for Dhoni. So this is not working. So what we have to do is we have to pass the column name for which we want the unique field. So in this case, it will be player name. And then you run it. So the moment you pass player name inside drop duplicate, what it will do for that particular player, it will maintain only one record. So even if it is having 3 records, it will go and randomly pick one of them. So that's how it works. If you don't pass anything, it will just do the distinct of all the columns. In case if you're passing any column, it will maintain one record for that particular field. Now let's suppose if you pass 2 different column in that drop duplicates function, for the combination of those 2 columns, it will maintain 1 record. Okay, so now we'll be going and discussing the third and final scenario for this call. So display list of the player playing in IPL along with the country and their latest team. Okay, so now it's the same scenario. So here we just needed IPL team, but in this we want the latest team. So in case of Dhoni, he has played for 2 different IPL teams. We'll be needing the latest one. So latest one he is playing for CSK. So what we need? Okay, MS Dhoni. What is the latest IPL team he has played? So let's go and read the data again. Let me go and query this. So in this case, what will we do is we'll need all the 4 column. Your last played is something. So all the 4 in the sense that is already in DF pick players. So this is fine. So this is how it is. And then what we'll do is we'll sort this data. So what we'll do, so data frame dot sort values, and by which column we want to sort. So we are going to sort based on the last played, because based on this only we'll know, okay, what is the latest team for which that particular that particular player has played. And then we'll do ascending equal to true. So let's run this. So if you see, okay, for MS Dhoni, okay, ascending is equal to true. So first he played for RPS and then he played for CSK. Same for Pat Cummins. First he played for KKR and then he played for Hyderabad. Now what we'll do is we'll create the final output. So final output, how we'll create is we'll use drop duplicate again. So it's the same thing, drop duplicate. So using drop duplicate, you can do a lot of things. If you don't pass anything, it will do the distinct of all the columns. If you just pass the column name, it will maintain a unique record based on that particular column name. If you give column name, that is nothing but subset for which you want to maintain the uniqueness. And if you give keep equal to last, so last in the sense is, anyways, I'm going to, I have already sorted the data. And the last record is what? So now let's suppose for player name, it is going to maintain the unique record. So for Dhoni, it will find 2 different records. Now it has to go and pick only one of them. So here I'm giving the criteria for which it will go and maintain the uniqueness. So what we are saying is keep equal to last. So last in the sense, this is the last record. So this is what it will go and it will keep. So if you run this, it will give the final output. So now as part of this call, we discussed on different way of handling the duplicate data. First one is using drop duplicate. Just call drop duplicate, data frame dot drop duplicate. In this case, it will just go and maintain distinct record based on the combination of column whatever you are selecting. Second is drop duplicate, pass the column name. In that case, for that particular column, it will go and maintain the unique record. Now, if that column has multiple record and you want to give the order for which it has to go and select the data, you just sort the data and then either you go with the first one or you go with the last one.